Okay, yep.
There's been a lot of games that we didn't get to the Super Bowl that they've blown.
We're due for another Super Bowl blowout. The original question was, did you think the Vikings were going to lose or win in New Orleans? The answer is yes. We can win in San Francisco. We can win in Green Bay because the Packers can't beat us 3 times in a row. But you know what we can do? We can blow this son of a bitch in the Super Bowl like we have 4 times before, because that's what we do. I never actually remembered a Viking Super Bowl blowout, so I am due. You've seen 4. Tell me about, no, my camera, but tell me about 4 blowouts in the Super Bowl.
Every one of them, it was like we didn't show up.
I can see that happening one more time. We're going to go 5, baby, 5. I'm going to bet my brains out on whoever we play. And guess what? It's going to be the quarterback we didn't take in the first round for Baltimore. I'm calling it. Now, you're watching My Beer Podcast. We're going to get back. What's your favorite beer here at that Old Hams Brewing Company?
What was this I had? The Hidden Passage or something like that? Yeah.
Thank you. We will get back to the 2 of you in a moment. We've got to get back to our work. This is our day job. Welcome to Sasha. I'm Tim. Welcome
Cheers.
to My Beer Podcast. We are at the Old Hams Brewing Company in St. Paul, now known as the St. Paul Brewery. Behind us, you see gallons and gallons of alcoholic goodness. If you're an alcoholic, if you've got more than 1 DUI, we are where you want to be. So tell us about the beer you're having.
So this is the Winter Warlock. So this is a limited release barley wine. It is delicious. Be very careful with this guy though. It is almost 12% alcohol. So this is why it is served, as you can see, in a smaller glass versus your actual pint glass. You pretty much need 2 of these babies not to feel anything whatsoever for the rest of the night. So be very careful with this guy. Cheers.
It tastes like wine and beer and a buzz in a glass. So besides this, what's your favorite beer here?
So I love, they just rebranded, so I love the Rye Porter. That is just a fabulous porter. It's light, it's very drinkable, and unlike your usual porter, you can have more than one, right? Because typically a porter is really heavy. This guy, it's fabulous, it's smooth, it's 6.5% alcohol. It is fantastic. Now, the coffee stout is a limited release winter that they have every year, and it is to die for as well. That one's a little bit heavier, again very, very drinkable, and those are some of my favorites here at St. Paul Brewing.
To all the alcoholics out there that have their own podcast, she's my co-host, not yours, and you can't have her because this girl knows her beer. And she's the one that turned me on to the Craft Tap app, which is the reason we're here. Tell me a little bit about the app. How'd you find it?
So Craft Tap is a social club here in the Twin Cities Metro, and they're actually in multiple locations. They're in Denver, Colorado, up in Duluth, and in the Milwaukee area with more locations to come. So for $9.99 a month, you get 10 beers at your favorite breweries, and it's not only breweries, it's distilleries, it's bars. They have about 220 locations across the different metro areas, and they also throw these fabulous happy hours on a weekly basis, where not only do you redeem your free beer, they give you a ticket for your second beer at half price. What can go wrong? And there's raffles.
We're going to provide a link to DUI attorneys because things can go wrong. But outside of that, it is a very good time. Keep going.
That is pretty much it. So go to crafttap.com and sign up and come join us at a brewery near you.
You're watching My Beer Podcast. This is our co-host, Sasha. She is a professional drinker and beer drinker.
Woo!
And one of these days, we're going to do a whole thing on vodka. You know anything about vodka?
That is going to be in our next episode.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Whether you love us, whether you hate us, tell everyone about us.
But you love beer.
Cheers. Bye.